Hey guys, hope you're having a great day. So today I want to run you guys through my approach to scoring MajorLink's new animation, Unbreakable. We're going to be looking at the first sequence, and I'm going to be showing you kind of the instrumentation, talking you through some different elements of the piece, and to kind of just run you through my process. So let's dive in and let's chunk this up into little sections here. So let's start with this first section of the video. Okay, so right off the bat, if I solo down here, you can see I have the dulcimers playing, right? So kind of gives it that fantasy vibe right off the bat here. Let's talk about some of the other instrumentation that's going on at the start. Okay, let's solo up here. So this is more of a drone. We've got some choir in there, got some strings, and then we have this right here. Let me open this up. See if it loads. So this is an English horn, okay? And that's playing the Zelda's Lullaby theme. I wanted Zelda's Lullaby, the theme main melody, to be playing within some of these woodwind instruments. So let's take a look again. If I solo right here, I actually have a layer of my buddy Reed playing, then some other layered strings. Again, kind of more of a drone-like, pad-like atmosphere that it's creating. Okay, let's take a look at some other stuff here right off the bat, okay? So we got a few things. Okay, we got obviously our piano. And we have some horns doing the main melody, French horns, tuba. I also have harp. Right, harp there. So for any of you who are interested in what instruments I'm using, a lot of my orchestral instruments are the BBC Symphony Orchestra from Spitfire Audio. So that plug-in there, really amazing stuff. As far as my piano, I'm using on this one the Grandeur from Native Instruments. So that's a contact instrument. And then as far as the dulcimers down here, I'm actually using one from East West. So I'll show you right here if it loads, so we will see. But yeah, so I think it's really important for the fantasy stuff to be using some dulcimers, some kind of, it gives it, again, that kind of medieval lute, kind of early guitar vibe, almost a mandolin sound. So yeah, the dulcimer, this one's from Goliath. This is East West. And then I'm also using from Spitfire Labs, their version as well, layering quite a bit down here. I also have a little guitar and stuff like that. So let's listen through this again. The other key elements here are our strings, okay? So check this out. So right here I have the BBC Orchestra, the viola, playing the Bartok Pizzicato patch. What I'm doing is kind of creating that momentum, that movement, and I had to do quite a tempo map here. So we're starting actually at 89.7 beats per minute, and then we go to 130.7 when this big scene kind of kicks in. So let me keep playing this through. I'll talk over it. Okay, so we got the dulcimers off the top, drones. Our strings are coming in here. Let's take a look at this stuff here. So I actually have a really cool instrument here. Let's see if it loads for us. This is an East-West instrument from their RAW library. It's called, I believe it's an Irish low whistle. Gives a nice kind of ocarina kind of sound as well. Then I have some pianos kind of cranked through a big reverb. You can't really hear it. It's kind of an ethereal sound. Layered with some Celeste. Sorry. And then I also have some flutes. So quite a few layers here. And then it gets into the big part here. So let's take a look at this for a second. Let me just go right to it. So we have the tempo map kind of going along here. Okay, let's talk about this for a sec. Okay, so it gets pretty massive here. And this is when, as we see right here, the full ensemble comes in, okay? The full string ensemble. So let me just solo the strings. The key with the strings is I'm using the BBC strings, but I'm layering a lot with synthesizers, okay? So I'm layering with some contact synths. I'm layering with some synths that are gonna kind of give it beef, especially with the low end stuff. So let me show you just really quick with just the strings here. So let's check this out. Right, so we have some short notes, we have some Bartok pits, we have some ostinato kind of lines. But let me see if I can solo just the synthesizers for a second. So let's see if I can do that. Just give me a sec here. Because again, adding synthesizers is going to be really, really key to kind of beef up your orchestral mixes, okay? A lot of the times with the big film scores, they're going to use synthesizers in a big way to kind of beef up the orchestra. So let's check out this here. This is just the synths. You hear it just kind of doing the work underneath, right? It's pretty beefy. It's shaking the camera a little bit. Anyways, so that's the kind of idea. And then from there, it even opens up into a bigger section over here. Again, same instrumentation. So instrument-wise, like I'm using the full orchestra here, right? So if we kind of run down the line, I've got some drones. I have some, I've got some flute, you know, some wind instruments. But mostly when we get into this section, we're having some brass. We have huge choir kind of coming in as well. Let's see if I can just solo that for a second. So I have the choir kind of layering with the brass, but then they're also doing this kind of circular motion where it's like a pad, and it's a cluster of chord, a cluster chord. So there's a lot of notes really close together that kind of gives it this chaotic feel, but really nice at the same time. And then of course, again, I've got my string ensemble. Here I've got a big synth that comes in as well. So that gives it a lot of beef. Sorry, that was probably a little loud. Anyways, so it gets massive. Let me just take you through the drums really quick. Just gonna solo this. Okay, so for the drums. Okay, so it's a mixture of action strikes. Okay, I don't think I can load that. Action strikes from Native Instruments. I also have damage from Native Instruments. So there's a couple different ones. Hans Zimmer percussion. This other one called barrage or barrage. So just really big kind of looped sounds, but then big hits. It's been really key to do that. And then the other main elements to this track. So we've got the orchestra, we've got layered synthesizers, we have the percussion, we've got some drone elements, we've got choir. The other main elements are these here. So these are some kind of arpeggiated plucking synths. This is from Spitfire Audio's eDNA library. So eDNA, it's a really good library. And again, if you guys have questions about any of these instruments or stuff I haven't talked about, definitely leave some comments in the comment section below, and I'll be sure to answer them. So again, that's basically what's going on here. We have quite a big ensemble, full orchestra again with, you know, drones. we've got choir, we've got synths, we've got big percussion. This was a really cool take. We wanted to do a really huge take on Zelda's Lullaby and kind of mess with it a little bit to make it really intense. So I hope you guys have enjoyed this video. Again, if you like this first main theme, you can check it out on Spotify if you search MajorLink. It's called Zelda's Lullaby Ablaze. Okay, so we're going to be doing a lot more themes like this in the coming videos. Again, if you guys haven't subscribed to the channel, definitely consider subscribing and check out, my other music, and leave some comments in the comment section below. I'd love to hear from you. Thanks so much for your time today. God bless.